Wala pa. Good afternoon, everyone. Based on our attendance, Madam Chair, we are now in quorum, so we can now proceed with our procurement activity.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Afternoon, ma'am.
We have Sir Ray Eco Studio from the CCWI. Good afternoon. So the following agenda for this afternoon, we have opening of bids for civil works for 7 projects and 2 PreBid conference for 2 projects under civil works. So for the opening of bids, we have 26LO0007, rehabilitation, major repair of bridge, government and also phase 1. Along Marica Highway, Davao City, Junction, Igos section, Davao City. Second, we have 26LO0015, preventive maintenance, primary roads, Marica Highway, Davao City to Junction, Igos section, kilometer 5028 plus 719, kilometer 5029 plus 333, kilometer 5032 plus 445 to kilometer 5032 plus 811.65. 26LO0022, retrofitting, strengthening of bridge, beyond bridge 1 along Marica Highway, Davao City. 26LO0037, preventive maintenance of road as well opening Marica Highway, kilometer 1454 plus 006 to kilometer 1454 plus 341, kilometer 1454 plus 5091 to kilometer 1454 plus 5006. 26LO0038, preventive maintenance of road as well opening Marica Highway, kilometer 1459 plus 818 to kilometer 1460 plus 812 Davao del Norte. 26LO0047, preventive maintenance, primary roads, Marica Highway, kilometer 1460 plus 812 to kilometer 1468 plus 300 Davao del Norte. And 26LO0057, preventive maintenance of road as well opening Marica Highway, Davao City to Junction, kilometer 1536 plus 560, kilometer 1537 plus 200, kilometer 1549 plus 645 to kilometer 1550 plus 254, kilometer 1550 plus 1005 to kilometer 1551 plus 695 Davao del Sur. So as of the deadline is submission of bids today, there are no bids submitted online for all these 7 projects. So for 26LO 0007, rehabilitation, major repair of bridge, Governor Generoso Bridge 1, along Marica Highway, Davao City to Junction section of Davao City. The approved budget for the contract is 3,718,800 pesos. So as of the deadline submission of bids, we have 3 bidders which submitted their bids on site. Among Builders and Construction Supply Incorporated, KPSR Construction Corporation, and RRQ Construction Incorporated. So per eligibility check conducted for the CAA, the central office, Agong Builders and Construction Supply Incorporated and RRQ Construction Incorporated passed the eligibility check, while for APSR Construction Corporation, the field JEPS registration is not updated. However, we will open the first envelope for the determination of the field JEPS, for the determination if the field JEPS registration is already active. So we will now open the first envelope for Agong Builders and Construction Supply Incorporated.
Okay na siya. 97?
Okay, so for 26LO0007, all are eligible to participate in this project, except for APSR Construction Corporation, in which the diligence registration will still be checked by recently. For 26LO0015, preventive maintenance primary roads, Manica Highway, Davao City, to Junction, Bigo Section, kilometer 1528 plus 719 to kilometer 1529 plus 833, kilometer 1532 plus 415 to kilometer 1532 plus 811 plus 65, Davao City. So we have two bidders which is on site, Go Construction and Grace Construction Corporation. So for eligibility check conducted from the CWA of the Central Office, both are eligible to participate in the bidding process. Next is 26LO0022, Revenue of Bridge, Palawan Region 1, Long Marlica Highway, Davao City. Then approved budget. Slide please. 22. Then for the contract of 7,449,800 pesos. So there are two bidders, APSR Construction Corporation and Agong Builders and Workers Corporation, for eligibility check conducted from the central office. Only APSR Construction Corporation has the finding that the field JEPS registration is not updated. However, it will still open its first envelope registration if the field JEPS registration is updated for the documents. Next, 26LO0037, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay Marlica Highway, kilometer 4054.006 to kilometer 4054.341, kilometer 4054.1, with approved budget for the contract of 34,601,040. So we only have one bidder which submitted this bidding to Agong Builders and Construction Supply Incorporated. And for eligibility check conducted from the CWA of the Central Office, Agong Builders and Supply Incorporated, eligible to participate in the bidding of this contract. Next, 26LO0038, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay Marlica Highway, kilometer 42.818 to kilometer 460 plus 812 Davao del Norte. So there are two bidders who submitted their bids, and these are Agong Construction and Mixal Construction Corporation. X11. The first eligibility check conducted from the CWA of the Central Office, both are eligible to participate in the bidding of this contract. 26LO0047, preventive maintenance primary roads, Marlica Highway, kilometer 1460 plus 812 to kilometer 1463 plus 300 Davao del Norte. Approved budget for the contract is 238,366,580 pesos. There are two bidders who submitted their bids, Edison Development and Construction Incorporated and Gemma Construction Supply Incorporated. For eligibility check conducted by the CWA, the Central Office, both are eligible to participate in the bidding of this contract. Then, we have 26LO0057, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay Marlica Highway, Davao City to Junction, Digo Section. 1536 plus 560 to kilometer 1537 plus 200, kilometer 1549 plus 645 to kilometer 1550 plus 254, kilometer 1550 plus 1005 to kilometer 1551 plus 695, Davao Luzon. The total cost for the contract is 147,365 pesos. So we have 4 bidders to submit the surveys, and these are Race Construction Corporation, Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated, PL Sebastian Construction Incorporated, and Pablo Builders Contractors Corporation. The security check conducted to the CWA of the Central Office. All these 4 contractors are able to participate in the meeting. So we will now open the first envelope for all the 7 projects for the technical and legal components.
What is that?
Ano mo muna na kayo pal? Ang kape pare sa ano? Green peas. Ay, magtubig. Wala na. Mababa sa flight. Lagi na lang tas ana. Namin sa tunga-tunga sa aeroplano ba. Kanya. Atag na niya. Isang taon na taon dapat. Kung ni nakapag ka na sa pintana. Bukan bitaw na bro. Hurot na yung tubig. Huwag siya duwa-duwa. Oy, kuha ng tubig na mong duha. Magkaila. Ay. Kung mo lagi itong tubig na mo lagi, panik mo gitu ba? Huwag siya parang kuha ng tubig. Sir, saan na naging ganyan. Kuha niya mong tubig eh. Ikaw magdula sa Webes?
Ano mo sila ni Juan?
Wala ko nagpadala. Namin yung tilis na ipadala.
Nana?
Ah, sagat sa...
Ano siguro pa? Oo, kung palukin sa pinto.
Saan dula niyo mo? Men's o mix?
May nag-elimination. Ako lang ba itong elimination? Ako din yung linggo.
Kasi nakapili niya.
Sumba na ba?
Nakapili mo ba eh?
Hindi, linggo.
Wala. Padlapan siguro ang wala bimong kay ping-pong man mo.
Hindi mo sa linggo. Kasulod ng bulong.
Kanang taibon ba yun na pinaping-pong? Tapos, mga napag-ir.
Parang ang bulang nga. Net na. Hindi ka. Gusto magkusog.
Pero di na siya ubang sa hindi.
Hindi na. Nasa dula. Dito na rin ako daw.
Kadaw. Ano ito yung ipadala na listahan? Ay, executive. Mag-executive ta. Gusto ka? Oo. 60 na ka? Oo. Wala. Gamay raman sila 60. Players. Mga pickleball players. Volleyball na 60. Alas 12 dolaon.
Ang men's doubles. Sila na ito.
Sayang, kita ang katamugula doon. Doon sulita.
Ano lang.
Yawa. May tsura na. Marap po sila.
Ako na bayan na.
Nakita sila, sir. Sa volleyball, romanto.
Ano may uniform ang volleyball?
Tag lang po.
Pa
Romanto namin.
sa atin? Sa ano, next week?
Ang sa next week, diba? Diba ngayon, PMD, ang sa amin lang.
Ah,
Sa next week, diba, may iba pa din. Yung yun, John versus Ganon.
districts.
Wala din na ito, volleyball na to, dire.
Na?
Wala nag-activate si Mami April lagi or
17-18 man ng pang doon.
pero next week wala.
22-23.
May volleyball po. District
Pero,
versus regional.
yeah. Pero hapon?
Ako na.
Yeah.
Hindi ka doon ang pickleball. Pickleball.
Oh, i-exempt natin doon siya.
Ha?
Nagsali man siya 12,009.
Leo.
Kami niya Attorney Val.
Oo, pwede daw attorney.
Saan mo Sir Dean?
17-18.
17-18. 17 naman ang graduate.
Exempted.
Aras pa rin sila.
Si Director Gregorio na yan. Gregorio na yan. Ang speaker ng last, di ba?
Exam na na.
Exam na na.
Exam na na. Ay, grabe. Exam na na.
Sad case. Sad boy si attorney.
Sumagay ba ng Attorney Val?
Ayun, ang pa-shirt ako, sir. Ang pa-shirt. Ngun, wala. Ayun, dito.
Kapag siguro ba? Follow up ako. Sila, wait ka.
We've been so early.
Hala, kadula mo dati.
Nawala na to ba? Pero best man diri sa ato ng kwaon.
Technical.
Wala na requires mandatory.
Wala na.
Okay.
Sige kung sino na.
Sa
Ay, katulad din. Yung saan yung pagdula, Toto 3?
Itong siguro Gio. Okay?
Okay. Anything goes mo?
Ha?
Anything goes. Wala pa daig tira de? Mayo. Oh, na yung nagka-bawang pit-pit siya.
Score niya. Out, paon. Sao. Score ba? Out, pangmao.
Bula may tuyo niya.
Paon yung liso na lang. Score, pangmao na lang out.
Kabuo.
Lutaw na gula ba? Lutaw. Kaluon.
Kaya ma-out. At pagwapong lipong. Paming mo na lang tali mo kay Ira to. Na dili mo kuha og gula basta out.
Masukin ang hag-out na bulan kay Mayo.
nanatabanan sa regional office. Tabanan last year.
Nakatanong pa Mayo. Grupo de
Sir
bulan.
Dean, tabanan last year sa regional office.
Ay oo. Naman ka.
Buwata? Buwata uwing na, o galing district to.
Lagi ka to ng modern na, katong tela na siya.
Dila na.
Okay lang.
Ang kaw na natin eh.
Back to back pa.
May pobran ka.
Back to back.
Oo.
Back to back ka.
Kaya ano po niya sa ilalim to.
Sige, sige. Ikato nga to, ano naman to? Old fashion ba?
Ministry na lang, ministry.
Kasi makitaan ka sa vice chair o chair sa DP. Kado.
Wala ko balik sa susunod.
Kasama sila.
Wala ko balik sa susunod kanino.
Ay,
Kasi
Sino?
kaso siya.
Di ba nakulong ka? Chairman and vice chair.
Sa DP. Wala ka, balo na, bago na, ano? Position? Chairman o vice chairman. Mas cover man.
Pero pagkaon pa daw.
Ako to, giluan ko na to diretso.
Pero pagkaon pa sa house.
Oo, nagkaon pa daw.
Ah,
Sa kanya.
Malaki.
Ang tubig sa Just ba, ibalik na. Itong sa nawala ganyan sa dagat. Ibalik na ginamultag. Alas 7. Temporary lang ito ito, no?
oy.
Paway ang dagat ato, no?
Ano ang ginagawa? Ya, siya mo lang ginagawa. Pag ano, charge. Ginawa din.
I would like to acknowledge the presence of Sir Aaron Claudio Abaa, the Chief of the AMB and member of the Missing Boys Committee, and also other members of the technology group. We have Sir Roberto Ortiz of the PIO,
Hi, ma'am.
Sir Luan Imeno from the AMB members. For 26 and 00007, rehabilitation major repair of bridge, Governor Hinaroso Beach 1, along Manica Highway, Davao City to Junction, Dito Section, Davao City, with an approved budget for the contract of 3,782,800 pesos. The eligible bidders have builders and construction supply incorporated and RRQ Construction Incorporated after the examination of the legal and technical components of their respective bids were found to be complying. For ATSI Construction Corporation, after the opening of the first envelope containing the legal and technical components of this bid, it was found that it's here to observe the documents which appear not to be updated in its village registration are updated per submitted documents in the contained in the envelope. So, Builders and Construction Supply Incorporated, ATSR Construction Corporation, and RRQ Construction Incorporated were all found to be compliant. For the next project, 26LO0015, preventive maintenance primary roads, Manica Highway, Davao City Junction, Vigo Section, kilometer 1528 plus 719, kilometer 1529 plus 888, kilometer 1532 plus 445, kilometer 1532 plus 811 Davao City. Then approved budget for the contract of 76,055,510 pesos. Abo Construction and Base Construction Corporation, after the examination of the legal and technical components of the respective bids, were found to be compliant. Next project, 26LO0022, Metro PD strengthening the bridge, Bunawan Bridge 1 along Maharlika Highway and from Davao City. Next project, please. The approved budget for the contract is 7,449,800 pesos. So APSR Construction Corporation, after the opening of the first envelope containing the legal and technical components of its bid, was found to be compliant as the documents which appeared not to be updated in the Pilgrim's registration is now appeared to be updated per submitted documents contained in the envelope. And Tagum Builders Contractors Corporation, after the examination of the technical and legal components of its bid, was found to be compliant. For 26LO0737, preventive maintenance of road as asphalt overlay on Manila Highway, kilometer 4054 plus 006 to kilometer 4054 plus 341, kilometer 4054 plus minus 091 to kilometer 4054 plus minus 006, Davao del Norte. The approved budget for the contract is 34,601,040 pesos. Our loan eligible bidder, Agong Builders and Construction Supply Incorporated, after the examination of the technical and legal components of this bid, was found to be compliant. Next project, 26LO00TA, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay on Harlika Highway, kilometer 1459 plus 818 to kilometer 1460 plus 812, Davao del Norte. Approved budget for the contract is 92,160,035 pesos. Abo Construction and Lakeside Construction Corporation, after the examination of the medical and legal components of the respective bids, are found to be compliant. Next project, 26LO0047, preventive maintenance priority roads, Maharlika Highway, kilometer 1460 plus 812 to kilometer 1463 plus 300, Davao del Norte. Then approved budget for the contract of 238,366,518 pesos. Edison Development and Construction Incorporated and Gemma Construction Supply Incorporated, after the examination of the technical and legal components of the respective bids, were found to be compliant. And for 26LO0057, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay Maharlika Highway, Davao City to Junction Dito section, kilometer 1536 plus 560 to kilometer 1537 plus 200, kilometer 1549 plus 645 to kilometer 1550 plus 254, kilometer 1550 plus 1005 to kilometer 1551 plus 695, Davao del Sur. Then approved budget for the contract of 147,607,365 pesos. The eligible bidders, Grace Construction Corporation, Monolithic Construction and Concrete Product Incorporated, Leon Sebastian Construction Incorporated, and Cabo Builders Contractors Corporation, after the examination of the technical and legal components of the respective bids, were found to be compliant. So we will now open the second envelope containing the financial components of the respective bids of all the eligible and compliant bidders of the 7 projects.
Chicken and tuna side.
Oo. Hindi ko pagkain. Ikaw lang. Ayun na, be.
Tuna to side.
Siya ko to.
Chicken or tuna?
Ikaw lang.
Naduhan na sila, Prince.
Kape na ba rin ka? Ganyan mga tanag. Kapag ngayon natin isang photo po. Saan na doon? Saan ang 50%? Nakakita ang ganina. Nakakita ka na ba?
Iba sa ganun. Kaya ba, seminar din yun ba? 0-0 ba? Hindi na ito mag-rintan din. Ito lang, honorary yun na yung issue. Impisa.
Pagkatang criminal case.
Kaso lang ganyan mong ipaminawan.
Nag-exceed, no?
Napa-exceed. Wala mo tayo importante na di ka mapreso.
Pero mali.
Sa tigil ka ng ano sa 6713. Sa underground. ATSR Construction Corporation, RRRQ Construction Incorporated, after the examination of the financial components of their bids were found to be responsive. For 26LO-2015, preventive maintenance, primary roads, Maharlika Highway, Davao City to Junction, Igo Section, kilometer 1528+719, to kilometer 1529+880, kilometer 1532+445, to kilometer 1532+811.65 Davao City, and approved budget for the contract of 76,055,510 pesos. Eligible and complying leaders, Abo Construction and Waste Construction Corporation, after the examination of the financial components of the respective bids, were found to be complying. For 26LO-0022, retrofitting, strengthening of bridge, Bunawan Bridge 1 along Maharlika Highway, MN Davao City, with an approved budget for the contract of 7,449,800 pesos. Our complying and eligible bidders, ATSR Construction Corporation and Taco Builders Contractors Corporation, after the examination of the financial components of the respective bids, were found to be complying. 26LO-0037, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay, Maharlika Highway, kilometer 1454+006 to kilometer 1454+341, kilometer 1454+1091 to kilometer 1454+1006 Davao del Norte. Then approved budget for the contract of 34,601,040 pesos. Our loan eligible complying leader, Agong Builders and Construction Supply Incorporated, after the examination of the financial component of its bid, was found to be responsive. For 26LO-0038, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay, Maharlika Highway, kilometer 1459+818 to kilometer 1460+812 Davao del Norte, and approved budget for the contract of 90,016,035 pesos. Our eligible and complying leaders, Apple Construction and Kingston Construction Corporation, after the examination of the financial components of the respective bids, were found to be responsive. For 26LO-0047, preventive maintenance, primary roads, Maharlika Highway, kilometer 1460+812 to kilometer 1463+300 Davao del Norte, with an approved budget for the contract of 238,366,580 pesos. Our eligible and complying leaders, Edison Development and Construction Incorporated and Gemma Construction Supply Incorporated, after the examination of the financial components of the respective bids, were found to be responsive. And for 26LO-0057, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay, Maharlika Highway, Davao City to Junction, Igo Section, kilometer 1536+560 to kilometer 1537+200, kilometer 1549+645 to kilometer 1550+254, kilometer 1550+10. Corporation, Maharlika Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated, P.L. Sebastian Construction Incorporated, and Tagong Builders Contractors Corporation, after the examination of the financial components of the respective bids, were also found to be responsive. So, Ma'am Agnes Alman, the head of the technical review, will now read the results of the bids.
Good everyone. For 26LO-0007, rehabilitation major repair bridge, Governor Generoso Bridge 1 along Maharlika Highway, Davao City to Junction, Igo Section, Davao City. The approved budget for the contract is 3,782,800 pesos. And the bid offer of Agong Builders and Construction Supply Incorporated is 3,744,699 pesos and 21 centavos. 3,744,699 pesos and 21 centavos. For ATSR Construction Corporation, its bid offer is 3,744,870 pesos and 40 centavos. 3,744,870 pesos and 40 centavos. For RRRQ Construction Incorporated, its bid offer is 3,682,769 pesos and 56 centavos. 3,682,769 pesos and centavos. For the next project, 26LO0015, preventive maintenance primary roads Maharlika Highway from Davao City to Junction Dilo section, kilometer 1528 plus 719 to kilometer 1529 plus 333, kilometer 1532 plus 445 to kilometer 1532 plus 811.65 Davao City. The approved budget for the contract is 76,055,510 pesos. And the bid offer of Apple Construction is 75,297,337 pesos and 19 centavos. 75,297,337 pesos and 19 centavos. For Grace Construction Corporation, its bid offer is 73,740,573 pesos and 3 centavos. 73,740,573 pesos and 3 centavos. For the next project, 26LO0022, retrofitting strengthening of Bridge, Bunawan Bridge 1 along Maharlika Highway, Davao City. The approved budget for the contract is 7,449,800 pesos. And the bid offer of ATSR Construction Corporation is 7,375,197 pesos and 77 centavos. 7,375,197 pesos and 77 centavos. For Tagum Builders Contractors Corporation, its bid offer is 7,337,020 pesos and 54 centavos. 7,337,020 pesos and 54 centavos. For the next project, 26LO0057, preventive maintenance of road, asphalt overlay, Maharlika Highway, from kilometer 1454 plus 006 at 2 intermittent sections up to kilometer 1454 plus minus 6, Davao del Norte. The approved budget for the contract is 34,601,040 pesos. And the bid offer of our loan bidder, Agong Builders and Construction Supply Incorporated, is 34,501,118 pesos and 54 centavos. 34,501,118 pesos and 54 centavos. Next project is 26LO0038, preventive maintenance of road, asphalt overlay, Maharlika Highway, from kilometer 1459 plus 818 to kilometer 1460 plus 812, Davao del Norte. The approved budget for the contract is 92,060,035 pesos. And the bid offer of Abu Construction, it has a discount of 150,000 pesos from its bid amount. And its original bid offer is 91,100,000 138,464 pesos and 36 centavos. 91,138,464 pesos and 36 centavos. For Lixal Construction Corporation, its bid offer is 91,128,202 pesos and 78 centavos. 91,128,202 pesos and 78 centavos. Next project. Next project is 26LO0047. Preventive maintenance, primary roads, Maharlika Highway, kilometer 1460 plus 812 to kilometer 1463 plus 300 Davao Norte. The approved budget for the contract is 238,366,580 pesos. Offer of 236,459,418 pesos and 17 centavos. 236,459,418 pesos and 17 centavos. For Gemma Construction Supply Incorporated, its bid offer is 235,972,534 pesos and 76 centavos. 235,972,534 pesos and 76 centavos. For the last project, 26LO0057, preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay, Maharlika Highway, Davao City to Junction Vigo section. From kilometer 1536 plus 560 at 3 intermittent sections up to kilometer 1551 plus 695, Davao del Sur. The approved budget for the contract is 147,607,265 pesos. And the bid offer of Grace Construction Corporation is 143,013,213 pesos and 69 centavos. 143,013,213 pesos and 69 centavos. For Monolithic Construction and Concrete Products Incorporated, its bid offer is 147,533,529 pesos and 9 centavos. 147,533,529 pesos and 9 centavos. For PL Sebastian Construction Incorporated, its bid offer is 145,979,080 pesos and 58 centavos. 145,979,080 pesos and 58 centavos. It has a discount of 0.6% from bid amount. 0.6% from bid amount. Next is Tagum Builders Contractors Corporation. Its bid offer is 145,380,000 372 pesos and 18 centavos. 145,380,372 pesos and 18 centavos. Madam Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Agnes. So the results of the bids as read for 26LO0007, 26LO0015, 26LO0022, 26LO0037, 26LO0038, 26LO0047, and 26LO0057 are all subject to further bid evaluation and post-qualification. So we are now through with the opening of bids for the 7 projects under civil works. We will now proceed with the PreBid conference for 2 projects under civil works. 26LO0008, rehabilitation, major repair of bridge, Governor Generoso Bridge 2 along Marlica Highway, Davao City to Junction, Davao City, and 26LO0046, installation, application of road safety facilities, guardrails, roadway lighting along Marlica Highway, kilometer 1448 plus 599 to kilometer 1450 plus 215, kilometer 1450 plus 715, to kilometer 1451 plus 428.50. Resource speakers. So we have our resource speakers from the Planning and Design Commission. We have Engineer Jacobe and Engineer Sartiga. And for 26LO0008, Engineer Jacobe will discuss the details of this project.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Good afternoon to everyone. So I will be discussing the first project with contract ID 26LO0008, rehabilitation, major repair of bridge, Governor Generoso Bridge 2, B01467MN along Maharlika Highway, Davao City to Junction Digos Section, Davao City. So the scope of works for the project involves facilities for the engineer, other general requirements, and bridge construction. So under the bridge construction, the scope of works involves patching works, application of carbon fiber sheet on girders, and application of protective coating on girders. So the approved budget for the contract is 6,619,900 pesos, and the contract duration is 90 calendar days. So here are the locations of the patching works to be done on the bridge. So the first location is at the bottom of span 1. So as you can see here on the leftmost, lower leftmost picture. So the middle picture is the location of girder and the intermediate diaphragm at span 4. While the rightmost picture is the girder at span 5. Now, here is also the location for the application of carbon fiber sheets on girders. So the locations are at span 3 and span 4. We also have the sample section details. Now, for the last scope, so the application of protective coating on girders. So the location is at span 1, 2, and at span 3. That will be all, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Jacobe. So we would like to acknowledge the presence of the representative from IMAX Builders, Sir Ike Pagasa. Good afternoon, sir. Well, any question or clarification? No question? So if there are none, we will proceed with 26LO0046, installation, application of road safety facilities, guardrails, roadway lighting along Maharlika Highway, kilometer 1448 plus 119 to kilometer 1450 plus 215, kilometer 1450 plus 715 to kilometer 1451 plus 420.50 double the road. Engineer Sardiga will discuss the details of this project, including the scope.
Okay, so good afternoon, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. So I will now be presenting our second project for this PreBid conference with the contract ID 26LO0046 entitled Installation, Application of Road Safety Facilities, Guardrails, Roadway Lighting along Maharlika Highway, kilometer 1448-599 to kilometer 1450-215, and kilometer 1457-15 to kilometer 1451 423.5 Davao del Norte. So the scope of works for this project includes the facilities for the engineer, other general requirements which includes construction survey and staking, construction safety and health program, traffic management plan, and the mobilization, demobilization, earthworks, concrete pedestal, and miscellaneous structures. So the approved budget for the contract is 10,161,450 pesos with a contract duration of 60 calendar days. So So as shown on the screen is the location of our project. So this project comprises of two sections. Section 1 being located in barangays New Balamban and Pandapan in Tagum City, while Section 2 is located in Barangay Magdum, Tagum City. The scope of works for Section 1 includes the installation of guardrails, whereas in Section 2 focuses on the installation of street lights. As shown on the screen is our typical details for this project. So the top cross-section shows the typical roadway cross-section for Section 1, the installation of guardrails. So as you can observe, our guardrails are located on the left side or the cliff side. And the bottom cross-section is our Section 2, the location of our installation of street lights. So it comprises of 48 units which shall be placed at both sides spaced at 30 meters. So that would be all for this project, Madam Chair.
If there are no questions, comments, or clarification, we will now proceed with the reading of the instructions or reminders to our prospective leaders. So mga contest outline and the technical review between the instruction and reminders to our prospective leaders.
Okay, na-post. Ay, nag-post.
Okay, once again, good afternoon. To all our prospective leaders, be reminded of the requirements of the Bids and Awards Committee for this procurement to be submitted in two sealed bid envelopes. The first envelope shall contain the technical component of the bid, and the second envelope shall contain the financial component of the bid. Now, for the technical component of the bid, it shall contain the field job certificate of registration, platinum membership. If not enrolled in the CWA, it should also contain the pickup license and registration, statement of all ongoing government and private projects, SLCC and FCC computation, and statement of total assets and liabilities, and a joint venture agreement if applicable. And if already enrolled in the CWA, any Class A or B documents in the CWA that needs to be updated. Another requirement is the bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period. Acceptable forms are cash, cashier's check, manager's check, equivalent to 2% of ABC, a bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit, equivalent to 2% of ABC, a surety bond callable upon demand, equivalent to 5% of ABC, or a bid securing declaration using the new form under RA 12009. Other project requirements shall include the following: the organizational chart for the procurement project to be bid, the list of contractors' personnel to be assigned to the procurement project to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. Please take note that these personnel must meet the required minimum years of experience set in the bid docs. Only accredited project engineers may be assigned to DPWH projects subject to the limits of assignments per DO 169 series of 2025. Another is the list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreement, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project. These equipment units must meet the minimum major equipment requirements for the contract set in the bids. And per DO 11 series of 2017, it shall also include the list of material testing equipment in the technical envelope. Another is the omnibus sworn statement revised in the form prescribed by GPPB with 11 items under the new Government Procurement Act. The signatory is the duly authorized representative of the prospective bidders and granted full power and authority to do, execute, and perform any and all acts necessary to participate, submit the bid, and to sign and execute the ensuing contract, accompanied by the duly notarized special power of attorney, a board or partnership resolution, or secretary certificate, whichever is applicable. And another, we are requiring also ISO certificate, ISO 9001:2015 certification for large A, large B, medium B, and medium A contractors. And for per memorandum dated November 19, 2025, we also require the latest general information sheet reflecting the beneficial ownership information duly received by the Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC for corporations.
Wala ka sa thinking.
For the financial component of the bid, it shall contain the bid form, which is a new form also under RA 12009, bid prices in the bill of quantities, detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with a bid, and a quarterly or monthly cash flow and payment schedule. So, as a reminder, bids including the eligibility requirements submitted after the deadline shall not be accepted by the Bids and Awards Committee. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the submitted bid is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. And unless indicated in the bidding documents, all total bid prices that exceed the approved, the ABC, indicated in the bid doc shall be rejected. Dili pa di ay rejected. Ang last. Di pa di rejected after the bid evaluation na siya. Okay, that's all, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Agnes. So we are now through with this
dito?
agenda. Any other matter discussed before we will adjourn? There is not any motion to adjourn this after
Lahi po sila, no?
Ano ba? Na dapat ang man-com pag-thinking.
Madam Chair, I move for the
Adjournment.
adjournment of this afternoon proceeding.
It has been moved and duly seconded that for this afternoon's procurement proceeding is hereby adjourned. Thank you everyone for your presence. And for all of our viewers, I appreciate the page of the
Let's go back to our classroom.
Baliktad mo dito. Sige.
Agnes, let's go learn.
Lagi.
Papa lecture. Wala mo ko na ginawa last year.
Maybe don't